Alright, what's up you fuckers? Today we're gonna be showing you how to do a survival solo gameplay, reflex style. This shit's gonna be so awesome, but dude, trust me, this shit is not easy, and I'll show you exactly why. So here's the first thing you're gonna want to do. You always make sure you have a melee weapon, and the first thing you do is throw a Molotov at the very first horde that comes. So first we wanna just fucking break all this bullshit. It's definitely some good practice for what we're gonna do to these zombies. You wanna know what we're gonna do to these fucking zombies? Well, we're just gonna kill them! Now you see them over here. Before you throw the Molotov, you always throw it at the exact spot where they start climbing. Because if you start throwing it beforehand, you're probably going to fucking miss them. Because of course, like I've mentioned before, the common infected run faster than you, which is why it's so important to carry a grenade at all times, like what I did there with that pipe bomb. Now this boomer bile, I'm not using for the commons, bro. This is for the fucking tank, dude. Now generally in a reflex survival type situation, chargers are not that threatening, but you never know when this motherfucker's going to sneak up on you and when you're in a tight situation. Alright, now we've hit the 40-second mark. That means the very first tank is going to be spawning in. But in the meantime, before it shows up, we're just going to want to train all these crackheads until it comes. Because of course, the game doesn't realize you don't have the other 3 teammates on your side. So you have to kind of play Left 4 Dead like it's a movement shooter, kind of like what I'm doing right here. Sort of trying your best to train the zombies a little bit like Call of Duty zombies, except, yeah, they run faster than you. And now the reason I used the boomer bile exclusively for the tank is so that the common infected could just fuck his ass up. And now the effects of the bile usually last around 10 to 15 seconds, so that's why I grabbed a Molotov, so that once that boomer bile wears off, I can just start fucking killing these infected with flames, bro. And once there's enough infected crowding the tank, I throw that fucking flames and we just fucking kill them. And now it's right around this point when the boomer bile effects start wearing off, so I need to start running into the house as a quick escape. Now this fucking jockey almost got my ass, and if you know me, you know I fucking hate jockeys, bro. Now running into the house, this room on the side is always the main room that I go through, and what I do is usually I stand here and wait until enough zombies get inside the house so I can run out and make a nice quick smooth escape so that they're all inside the house while I'm outside. Now once we get out of this house, we're gonna run straight into this liquor store and we're gonna pick up the MP40, and you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna fucking kill them. Now approaching the 2-minute mark, this is usually right around the time the second tank spawns, and I think the first tank is pretty much dead at this point. Now one big problem is camping behind the liquor store. Another big problem is the fact that I don't have a grenade on me, so I grabbed this Molotov. And now look dude, we're gonna punch this little emo bastard in the lip, because although he's pretty easy to avoid, he might not be so easy to avoid later on. Now in this particular situation, I throw this Molotov so I can block off any infected coming from me on that side of the Hummer while I kill off the rest of them that are in front of me. Now fortunately that boomer exploding just completely stunned the rest of them, so I could just run right in. Now this is the point where I make a big mistake. I decided to run straight through the house instead of waiting like I normally do. And the reason that's an issue is because there's still a lot of infected outside. And, well, you know, I get completely sniped by the tank, and then Uncle Jerry just hops on my fucking face and starts face-fucking me. Alright, now this map's called Looney Park, and it's a bit more difficult than Forage, which was the last one we were playing, because Forage is a lot more wide open, and it's more centralized around one specific area. This whole map is a fucking complex, bro. So as always, we're gonna start with a Molotov and blow up those barrels like I'm gonna blow up on YouTube. And see, now I'm doing something called reflex survival, where you kind of just set up for the actual invasion as it's happening, because I have 0 patience to set up before each and every round. Now to save my Molotov for a more sticky situation, I'm going to use this gas can, but of course that only does the job about halfway, because there's still infected coming at me from the opposite end. Alright, so what we're going to do next is become Wolverine and figure out what we're going to do with this gas can right here. And you want to know what I'm going to do? Well, I'm going to try to fucking shoot it, and the reason why is because it's going to kill that next horde, and it's going to buy me some time while that previous fire dies down. Now we're going to go ahead and escape towards this ticketing area, where we're kind of just going to lure the infected towards this tight corridor. And coming through here, we're gonna jump over this massive trench, and this area, this like arena looking area, is actually surprisingly, it's actually really good for training zombies, because the thing is, it looks like a place where you could get cornered because it's a complete dead end. However, there's actually a lot in favor for you here, because as you've probably noticed, there's literally fucking barrels lined around this place. And before some asshole says anything about this, no, 58 seconds was not my record, shut up. Alright, so I'm noticing at this point that the infected are taking a bit longer to come through than I expected, so I'm going to try to get up there and pick them off while I still can. But of course, it was at this point where the tank actually starts showing up to the left of me. And now, if you know anything about tanks, is that they fucking hate wide open areas. It's literally their worst enemy. So I'm going to throw this boomer bile, and it's going to land right on the tank, causing the infected to just completely fuck his ass up, dude. Alright, and now as per usual, I'm going to go ahead and grab a Molotov like I normally do, and we're just going to kind of wait it out to see how many infected can actually get on this guy. Because believe it or not, the commons can actually kill tanks if there's enough of them, but we're gonna burn the shit out of them. And now it's at this point where I can actually make my escape back to the main area, But the main thing is that this area right here coming through here is incredibly dangerous. And although this map is really awesome, the worst part about it is that the fucking melee weapons are complete dog shit. And yes, this is one of 2 of the only melee weapons I get to fucking use. So in a situation like this, yes, I am 100,000% fucked. No, but anyway, that's basically it for this video. I think I want to turn this into a series. To be honest, dude, I think it would be really cool if like people sent in their own fucking solo survival footage so that I can watch it and see what's going on and maybe do like a coaching series. That'd be sick as fuck. But yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like. Peace out.